let's hit resume now. Now, again, I know you can barely see me, but I kind of want to get this done. Doesn't mean I will get it done, but I do want to kind of try to get this done. I don't remember where the hell I was supposed to go. Dude, I can't remember where the hell I was supposed to go. I think we came out of there. Oh wow, there's a pizza here again? Good. Actually, I didn't know I was that low on health. Look at everybody. Look how everybody, how low they are on health, man. Look at that. Nobody has health. Nobody. What the fuck? I'm trying to remember where the hell you go to. That's funny. I remember starting this off and be like right next to the door. Now it's. I think it's over all the way over here now. Okay. Mikey, you grab one and use it. I should have had that. I'm trying to remember, wasn't there anything over here? Okay, yeah, there's a door to open here. Leo, you grab one of these. Fine, Leo. No, God damn it. Leo, grab one. Grenades. Max. Okay, now we gotta get to here. Can't skip the cutscenes.
My business for the last time. Today, you meet your end. Man, people think we got ugly mugs.
You think that's why he's so mad all the time?
Come face your doom.
Come on.
I need that weapon.
back from Earth Labs and from the Krang. He's using Krang machines to put it all together.
Oh my god.
Baxter, is it ready yet? FaceTime. Come on. Check this out.
That's too much. I can't count it.
Knock it off, baby. Focus on one at a time.
Okay.
I know ticks. He's that good with ticks.
He's got... What is that?
Looks like a...
He's got a fucking vibrator on his head. What do you think he got?
Element, dude.
I think you'll find that awesome is indeed the word.
Oh,
More of these guys out. Yeah!
god damn it.
Now's the time to step it up. Think you need to fuel up.
God damn it. Get up.
That's too much. I can't count it. Oh, yeah!
Turtle power. Love it.
See, he hates the ticks.
Baxter, you've done it.
I know there's health around here. I may have to get some.
Even 4-on-1. You turtles are no match for me now.
Where is my fucking...
That's too much. I can't counter. I'm counting on you. Bring it.
Counter. Finally, I will be rid of you ball freaks.
Have to disable that helmet.
Where the hell did he go?
Guys, use a TMNT grenade and you might have a moment to disable Shredder's new weapon.
I do want to get these guys away.
Another. So sad for Krang.
I want these guys out of my way.
Check this out.
I don't like these guys. Get in my fucking way. Great, both of them went down.
That's right. Think you need to fuel up. I don't need this now. I'm counting on you.
Where the hell is the shredder at?
Ninja's gotta eat.
Oh, why the fuck am I...
I have no idea. Think you need to fuel up.
Dancing now. Thanks, Rat.
Damn it. Shit, I need it.
Down, but not out. Watch this. Watch this.
Step it up, guys.
see. I can't see. Come on.
Focus on one at a time.
Take that one guy down.
What the fuck?
Watch this.
Come on.
Step it up, guys.
Oh my god, did I do it? Did I actually do it? Holy shit, did I actually do it? Oh my fucking god, I did it. I actually did it, holy shit.
How do I turn this thing on? I'll let you guys know how completely awesome flying is.
Really, Mikey? We have to destroy that thing.
Well, yes, eventually, but first, if I could just take a quick look.
Done!
Oh, I wanted to be able to fly and read minds. I just want to get home and get some rest.
Yeah, let's head home.
What about Shredder? We're just going to leave him here?
Yeah, he's done. Hey, Baxter, here's some advice for you and your boss when he wakes up. Stay down.
Can we get a pizza on the way? I'm starving. And there were brains all over the place. It was terrible. Oh, and then Shredder started throwing rocks at everyone.
Throwing rocks? That doesn't sound so bad.
They were really big rocks. Were they ever? One of them pretty much squished Donnie, but I was like, yoink, and saved him. Hey, that didn't happen. Totally did. And all the Crane bots had laser guns, and Shredder was flying.
Flying? But it didn't do him any good in the end. I wish you could have seen it, Sensei. Even with all of his fancy technology, he couldn't beat the four of us fighting together.
Splinter sees us fighting together all the time. Nothing new.
No, I meant us fighting as a team, together, against Shredder.
Yeah, that part was cool.
You have done extremely well, my sons. You have persevered against great challenges and hardships. I am proud of you. Yeah, we also gave Shredder a good beating. Yes, that is good too. Celebrate and rest now. But the battle is not over.
It isn't? But we just got home.
No! This is the last time! The last time! Do you hear me? Do you hear me, turtles?
Fuck you. Pop a ball in his fucking head.
We must observe Shredder, and our plans must not be disrupted by him or by these turtles.
Holy shit. I can't believe I did that. Don't you play that fucking music, man. You don't deserve that music, man. Well, I at least beat it. What's funny is I told Lucas, like, not the last, a few parts before, probably would have been part 5, 6. I had said that, hey, I may have to rage quit. I literally rage quitted this game. I rage quitted this game. I put the controller down and said, fuck this. I will never play this game. I'm done. I won't finish it. I even told Luke, he's like, hey, that's okay, man. And then I felt bad. It got bugged up my ass about it. Lucas was perfectly fine and cool. He's the one who sent the paid request for me to play this game. I felt bad, and the bug up my ass was me, in my brain, and the bug in my ass was telling me, you didn't beat it. You fucking fruit, you didn't beat it. Apparently the PS3 is pissed at me too. Probably pissed that it has this fucking game in there. And he's pissed, he's having a temper tantrum. All you guys on the picture, fuck all you. Fuck you. You know what? Those noses should be brown. Brown because you're full of shit. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck all of you. Well, I figured I would add a little bit to this video because I did not expect to beat it. I know that it was just the camera shooting the footage and not the camera facing me, so my voice you're not going to hear as much on that last part, but to be honest, I didn't expect to be. I figured it'd be a bunch of fail. I have to try another day, and then the fact I beat it in less than 15 minutes surprised the shit out of me, but I figured I would leave it in. Hey, it'll remind you of someone playing a game like it was, I don't know, 2007, 2008 YouTube. So, c'est la vie. But I did beat it. I did beat the game Ninja Turtles Out of the Shadows for PS3. And I figure instead of just having that, I'll give my final thoughts on the game. So, long story short, Lucas, very nice guy, has sent me a few requests, quite a few requests. And one of them was, well, two of them was to play the two PlayStation 3 Ninja Turtle games. Mutants in Manhattan, which will be in the future, and this one, Out of the Shadows. Now, I was very, very curious to play it because I'm a big Ninja Turtles fan. I love the Ninja Turtles ever since I was a kid. If you've been watching my channel, you guys definitely know about that. And this game, believe it or not, was one of the reasons I bought the modded PlayStation 3. Now, granted, that's been a great investment. It has hundreds of PlayStation 2 and PlayStation 3 games, and I've been able to play a lot of people's paid requests. Hopefully more in the future. That's up to people out there. And if it's not on it, I could put any PlayStation 3 game onto there. So it has been a great investment and been a lot of fun. But initially, one of the reasons to buy that in the first place was because it had this game on there. Because this game, I was going to get into it, I was kind of getting into it at the end of the playthrough. This is a game that was at first released on PC and Xbox 360, made by a studio called, I think, like Red Fly Studios or whatever. I really don't know what else they had done. I guess at one point they were going to do a Darth Maul game, but then it got canceled. But I guess this is a game that was a budget title, that when it came out it was $15. And it was digital only, no physical. So this is not a game that you could just find on eBay to buy. There was never a physical copy. And it's been delisted. That means it was off the Xbox store, the PlayStation store, because the studio and such, they did not renew the license. It's just a game that's kind of lost to time unless you have a way to download it and play on your PC. Or you're like me and you have a modded PlayStation 3 and you're able to put it that way and play it that way. Am I glad I finally played it? Yes. Is there stuff I liked about the game? Yes. But man, it was frustrating, rage-filled, fury, a glorious fury. If you like to hear me bitch and yell and complain, that playthrough is definitely for you. Now, let me start with the positives, because I don't have a whole lot. And funny enough, before I even start, could I see myself playing this game again in the future? Yes. Either trying out a different character like Mighty, or play as Raphael once again, but seeing if I could do better since I know a little bit more about the controls, know a little bit more about how it works and what to do and not to do, and see if I do better. So, it's not the worst game I've ever played. I mean, it's not Rambo for PS3, which there will be a few more parts to come for that, thanks to Vante. I'll be down the road, but anyway. But it was a disappointing, frustrating game. I know some people say, well, how could it be disappointing? It was just a $15 budget digital title. Number one, I didn't know that to begin with before I played the game. I only know that after playing the game. Number two, the fact that the best Ninja Turtles could do was have a studio do a budget title. And what's sad is there's stuff there in the combat and the music. And they get to the few positives. Some of the combat is fun. I played as Raphael because he's my favorite character. And to do the moves where you do suplexes, and if you counter ride, there's two guys, you get them both, and you do like a double DDT. And if you're able to do it right, you feel a sense of accomplishment. That was fun. That was fun to do. That was fun to play. That was fun to see that. See those counter moves. See those special moves. And I'm sure there's others I didn't even get to do or didn't unlock, and there's more moves that you could see. The environments, I like some of the lighting in the environments. Sometimes they have like a neon type of look aesthetic to them. I like that. The music, I do like the music, not just the Partners in Crime theme song. Turtle Power, which was in the 1990 Ninja Turtles film, but the score. The score throughout the game has some pretty good beats to it. Usually more like techno based, but there's a lot of good beats to the game. And at times, with the combat and you get a handle on what's going on, it could be fun. It could be fun. But man, this game needed so much more polishing, so much more time to cook. You need a lot more time to cook. It's a game that's half-baked. First off, story-wise, there ain't no fucking story. And you just say, well, it's a Ninja Turtle game. I could play the 2007 TMNT game for PlayStation 2, and I think they do the story better there than in the actual movie it's based on. It takes a story and it flourishes it a little bit. And I like that. I can appreciate that. The 2003 PS2 game, at least its basis is on the first season. You see clips of the first season. Even Battle Nexus, the sequel, which I started... I thought I was going to hate the game in the first half, but then the second half, I warmed up to it. The combos were more fun. And wow, we got new characters. There's a brand new character who's like a bounty hunter that was never on the show. The 2003 cartoon show. I'm like, wow, that's a cool addition, and I could appreciate that. Battle Nexus eventually became a fun game. And you can still work on the story. This, though, there was no fucking story. For some reason, it's like based on the 2012 cartoon, but it's not based on it. It has... Donatello has a gap in his teeth. You get a little hint that he has a crush on April. Mikey will say Booyakasha. The Shredder's lair is like how it was in that cartoon. There's the villains known as the Crane. The robots with inside the stomach is the aliens. Like Crane in the 80s Ninja Turtles cartoon. Like the Utroms, who were the good guys, but they were called the Utroms in the original comics and the 2003 cartoon of the Ninja Turtles. The Crane was in the 2012 cartoon. They're the same here. Their environments look the same. So it's weird, like, that's the same, but you don't have the characters look the same. You don't have the characters look like they were in the cartoon. Not the Turtles, not Splinter. And then the voices are definitely not the same. And the voices of the Turtles, I don't think were that great. Especially Raphael. Which apparently is Carlos, I can't pronounce it. The Rocco's Modern Life. And he was one of the deputies in Reno 911. I think Garcia. I'm like, really? He played? And that Raphael didn't fit at all. I thought it was a really terrible voice for Raphael. So the voice acting isn't that great. And there is no fucking story. There's a weird April tutorial. She gets kidnapped. Then a flashback. There's robberies going on. Labs being robbed. You fight again the Purple Dragons. You fight some Foot Clan members. You fight some Mousers, including a giant 3-headed Mouser. The Bastard Stoppin made. Then you go on some rooftops. You fight Karai. At one point, you fight Karai in the subway. You also fight Karai in a construction site. You use a crane and you get into Shredder's lair. You fight Shredder and his goons there. And then the final chapter, you're in the crane's lair, where you fight a bunch of them, endless amount of them, do some things, fuck up some shields, and then you fight Shredder in a 2-piece battle. One went without a helmet, and then he puts on his helmet and can do shit, including move rocks. It's not much of a fucking story. There's barely... Final Fight Streetwise for PlayStation 2, which I played, had more of a fucking story. They had fucking people being turned to monsters, becoming like Resident Evil. When Final Fight Streetwise has more of a story, give me a break, man. That's a PlayStation 2 game, and that wasn't a costly AAA game either. So don't give me, oh, it's a cheap game. They don't mean shit. You write a fucking decent story with decent dialogue and have some personalities of the characters and some interest or intrigue in the cutscenes. All I remember the cutscenes is, oh, Donnie has a boot for April, so we could track you. Mikey asks Raph, hey, you think I should get a tattoo? Would that maybe look cool? Raph goes, sure, and Donnie could have one that says April. And there's not a whole lot to the interactions that's memorable or funny. They really dropped the ball on the characters, on the interactions, on the story. There was barely a fucking story. Like, nothing. So, that was disappointing. I think for a PlayStation 3 title, whether budget or not, bullshit. I've seen people do free games. Hell, there's a... What was that one? Cry of Fear. You don't have to play it. Just look up a game called Cry of Fear. That's a free game. And has more of a fucking story. Cry of Fear. Again, they did that for fucking free. So don't give me this... We have a small budget, you can't do a good story. Bullshit. Yes, you can. So the story sucked ass. The interactions, characters... The cutscenes were cheap as fuck. Someone mentioned they look like MS Paint. It does. It looks like a bunch of fucking awful doodles. I've seen better work on DeviantArt, for fuck's sake. So the cutscenes are cheap because it's just still pictures, and they look fucking cheap, and they don't really amplify the ugly designs that you made of the turtles with their fucking nostrils so large. You hang a damn coat on. Put a coat hanger fits there. And it's just pictures. Even the PS2 TMNT game for the 2007, based on that movie, CGI movie, they have still pictures, but at least they flourish better, and they made it flip like a comic book, and the camera's moving, and trying to be a bit more cinematic. These are just still pictures with like bare background and lazy, fucking lazy cutscenes. Lazy. Cheap as fuck cutscenes. So you have no story, a shit story, lame as fuck cutscenes, barely usage of the characters. You have the 4 turtles, April, Splinter, Karai, Shredder, and a little bit of Stockman. That's it. Other issues... the glitches, the bugs, the fuck ups. And this is the PlayStation 3 one. This is the one that's more polished. They delayed it back to the day, apparently, like, for a while to get more of a polished version. I'm like, this is the more polished version? You can watch my playthrough. There are times where characters kind of just jerk from one to the other side of the screen. There are times I'm fighting one guy and I'm trying to fight this guy, but then I go all the way across the other screen. When I'm the first time fighting in Shredder's lair, there's a room that you could, the doors open, some bad guys are around, you could go get a pizza and other trinket. I do a power move. It looked like I was ready to fall through the fucking level because the camera like clicked. I could see the outside of the level. There are times I got stuck. I don't know what part, but I think the last part, which was almost 2 hours, there's a point where I get stuck. I played as Raphael. I get fucking stuck and I literally go, I can't move. I literally can't move. I had to go to another turtle. And I guess thankfully a bad guy hit that other one I was playing and kind of moved it so he was unstuck. And then I was able to go back. So or there are times where I'll be running and then Raphael will keep flipping off the fucking wall. And I'm like, I'm not even touching the goddamn controller and he's still doing it a couple more times. So it's buggy, it's glitchy. There are times that your AI partners, the other three turtle brothers, they don't do... Yeah, sometimes they do stuff, but sometimes they don't do shit. There's a point where Donnie and Mikey, there's this elevator platform, and they're just sitting there, staring, looking, as me and Leo are doing all the fucking work. Or I'll look over and Leo and a foot soldier are just staring at each other, having a goddamn staring contest. And then having to micromanage them to make sure they have health. And then the game doesn't do you any favors because you go through this tough battle. It's your first time playing it. Then when you either you gotta do something or you don't have enough time or you fail, you lose because you've never fought this boss before, you go back, you're at the checkpoint, and then most of your brothers, because of the fight you had before, have this much health left. And it's like, great, so I don't have enough to replenish everybody. If you gotta revive them, you have to use one of your healths or hope that they have a health to use. And then because of that, they'll go into a fight and then less than 30 seconds they're on the fucking ground knocked out. So many times they were knocked out and I had to do the fight myself. And when you have like 4 or 5 bad guys on you, you find one, one hits you in the back, you find one hits you from the side. It could be fucking annoying and unfair and cheap. And some of the bosses felt really fucking cheap. So the AI just became such a pain in the ass. And then the glitch, yeah, I would get stuck, or I would keep flipping off the fucking wall when I'm not even touching the goddamn controller, or some of the other, like, sometimes I would do inputs and it didn't fucking work. Sometimes I swear I would hit the counter button and it didn't register. Or, hey, hit R2 and triangle, I would do it, and sometimes it would do it, and sometimes it wouldn't fucking do it. So that didn't fucking help matters. It's a broken, glitchy mess. I mentioned the story cutscenes are cheap and have jack shit to them. The camera, man, the camera is one of your biggest enemies. There'll be so many times I'm fighting and the camera will be like over here, and then this is where it's at. A pillar, a wall, I'm like, I can't see. I'm trying to fight, and then the camera shifted, and now it shifted to this, and now I can't fucking see, and then they did a hit on me, and if they did a decent amount of hits, boom, most of my life is already fucking gone. Or it zooms in, or it zooms too close to your character. I'm like, I can't fucking see. So I lost count of how many times I said I can't fucking see. So the camera is dog shit. Other annoyances, there's the bit where there's no lock on. Like if you want the choice to lock on. So for example, if you find that giant mouser where there's certain bits that you have to fight, I'm trying to fight this, but because the way they fight and swing, I'm trying to concentrate on this, but because you swing so much, you go forward over here, you go back over here. I'm trying to hit this thing, but it won't stay in place. Because even though I'm just hitting the punch button, or I should say the weapon button, they're flying over here, flying over there, and no, I need to get this one fucking section. Or the bit where there's these mousers that chase you, and it's the chasing, you have to escape. During the escape, if your brothers are too far away, they'll come up in a puff of smoke. But at times, they'll do it in fucking front of you, especially when you're on a narrow walkway, you need to get through, and then boom, he pops up, and I'm trying to get through, and then they overcome you, and then you lose, and you have to go back to the checkpoint. I'm like, get out of my fucking way. So that was cheap as fuck. And I know so many times, like, I'm trying to run away, and I'm pressing on the run button, and my character just fucking stand there. I mentioned there's a point that I got fucking stuck. I already talked about that. See, I mentioned the camera. You know, throughout the game, I kept giving my other characters upgrades. It didn't seem like they did shit for them. Because I still had to do all the fucking work, of course. If you're good at the game, it's a short game because it's only 4 chapters long. And there's not a whole lot of variety. Except like a hacking minigame, which once I understood it, it was fine. I got the hang of it. But it's like, damn, how many fucking hacking minigames are there? And yeah, I just... Man. As I'm like... And hell, I mean, it's only... What part would this be? About 8? Part 8? But then you understand, like, the last part was like 2 hours long, and some of them... Because the bosses feel so cheap, I'm like, how the fuck am I supposed to fucking beat these fucking guys? I eventually did, of course. Because there's no difficulty setting. It's not, you can't put it on easy or anything. There are no cheat codes. There's not like you can put a cheat code... At least in the effect of invincibility. There's no cheat codes on that type of way. Again, there's no difficulty setting, so you can't put on easy or anything. So I did beat it, which I'm glad I did. Which is, again, I had told the guy who requested Lucas, oh, I'm going to have to rage quit. He's, oh, it's cool, it's okay, I'm sorry. Didn't work out. Well, now I was able to do it, so there you go. And even the water heater agrees with me. He's like, yes, I agree. But again, would I play this again? Maybe like a year. Maybe give it a year or so. I play it again as Raphael, or try it as Mighty and try the different moves he has. Remember and understand, what I had, what to do. Like the bosses. Which, I mean, there's not a lot of bosses. It's really just the 3-headed mouser. There's the few times you fight Karai and the few times you fight Shredder. But when you do that, what helps? The tip button. The tip button can help quite a bit. But God, sometimes it just gets so fucking annoying. Like, what the fuck, dude? What the shit? But anyway. And yeah, it was just disappointing. And when I got to the end, I went, that's it? Like, okay, you got the helmet, and Mighty wants to wear the helmet that Shredder had, then Raphael destroys it, then they talk to Splinter, and Mighty saying, oh, I saved Donnie, and Donnie says, no, I didn't. No, you didn't do that, Mighty, and it's just like such a lazy, cheap-ass nothing story. And yes, I do care about that. At least something, man. Hell, when I played the 2003, the one based on the 2003 cartoon, the fact that, Raphael got the, I'm playing as Raphael, he got the last hit on Shredder and knocked him off the roof, and then Raphael's like, yeah, then Mighty's mimicking him, and then Raph and Mighty have a good moment. Even that was more satisfying to me than what the fuck you got with the ending to this. Again, some of the combat can be fun. I mentioned the music, the environments. Although sometimes you didn't know where the fuck to go. Sometimes I was a bit confused, like, where do I go now? I mean, for the most part, the game is linear, so you'll figure it out. But again, sometimes it's like, where the fuck am I supposed to go? It's weird that they bring up, like, the stealth part because you rarely use stealth. Change to Raphael and use stealth. I mean, okay. Well, you barely get to use that. Just to be fair, I did use it a couple times. So, I mean, I did use it a decent amount of times, so there's that. But they made it seem as if there's going to be big sections. Really, other than the rooftops. And then I was able to use it a little bit dealing with the train. But yeah, I don't know. It was very frustrating. Very frustrating. It's definitely a learning curve. You definitely have to learn about the counters and when to hit the counters. And I know people say, I said it a lot. It was like they were trying to do Batman Arkham Asylum, but did it poorly. Some say, oh, that's a lazy way to look at it. No, it's true. Well, how do they make it look like Batman Arkham Asylum? There are bits like you to fight. They want you to fight back and forth like Batman does, and it does. Like when Batman goes boom, 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 because it wants you to rack up the counters. So then, like Batman can do these takedowns, just like you do these takedowns, and then the counters, something flashes on it, and man, you do the counters just like Batman does. Only again, this I don't think worked as smoothly, and it was a bit more clunkier. I swear, sometimes you would hit the prompt and it wouldn't fucking happen. Sometimes it would, sometimes it wouldn't. I did, like I said, because of the fun bits of combat, like I said, I could see myself playing this again. But man. It definitely took a lot out of me. It's definitely something I would have to have a bit of a break before I ever try to play this game again. But man, Dan, at least now I know how to fight the bosses for the most part. Oh, and then something I will admit I fucked up and I screwed up on. I will admit this. If you watch the playthrough, the bit where you defeat Karai at the construction site, and then that's where they give you the checkpoint, which is weird because then you walk or run 30 seconds to the train, and then there's a loading screen, and then a cutscene, which you can't skip. That's another thing. You can't skip cutscenes. Unskippable cutscenes is shit. You should always have skippable cutscenes. Unless it's a really, really good game like Dead Space 2, and they can't do it because of like how... I can understand that. Because the cutscenes are kind of you in the midst of it. So the jump and cut would seem a bit herky-jerky. But Dead Space 2 is a great game. It's one of my favorites. Love Dead Space 2. So I can forgive it for that. But I don't know. Like this one, skippable cutscenes could have helped. And again, it's not that the cutscenes are worth the shit. But yeah, I forgot if I was showing that. Oh well. But that's what it is. Ninja Turtles Out of the Shadows. Do I think this game should be forever lost? No. I could see myself in the future getting used to the game, getting used to its clunkiness, and enjoying it as I'm going to go in as Raphael, use some wrestling moves and such, and maybe that could be fun. I don't know if there's a new game plus thing where you could play it with the stuff you upgraded. I don't know. But either way, glad that I beat it though. Because there are times where just, if I was going to go through, if I was on a motorcycle, I would crash through someone's fucking windshield while they had a goddamn carrot in their grocery bag. It would get into my fucking forehead, and you'd be calling me Carrot Top for the rest of my fucking life. Because I swear I would want to bash my head through the fucking wall sometimes with this game, man. But it is what it is. But I did persevere. So thanks once again to Lucas for the request. Thank you all. And we will see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye for now.